Hello, everybody, and welcome to, drumroll please, episode 40. That is a large amount of episodes. Could this be the finale of the series? It quite possibly could be. Anyway, I'm expecting some advancements with Yuri in this episode, if you know what I am saying, if you are sniffing what I am producing. It is, I'm gonna say it, I'm gonna say the word, so don't, this is a quote, so I can't be held accountable. It is White Day. So basically, it's the guy version of Valentine's Day in Japan, and last time, for the girls version, we plowed Yuri, so this time, I expect her to plow us. And we just got done making some sushi, and now it's time to unwind and relax. Let's go ahead, start episode 40. An hour or so later, we're both digging into our meal. It's a shame Mom wasn't around to see us making a dish together. Maybe then she'd believe me. Aha. Aha. Is it just me, or does food taste a lot better when you've made it yourself?
Hoo-hoo, most definitely. It's something I've come to appreciate.
Maybe I could teach Sayori one day. Ooh, yikes, don't, that's a dumb thing to say. Her diet is probably worse than mine. It has been a bad... First we were like, hey, you're our first girlfriend, as in there's gonna be more. Then we just brought up Sayori. Things are not going well. Maybe this could be the bad ending. Oh shit, oh fudge.
Speaking of Sayori, what did you two get up to?
Oh, on that one day where we hung out? Yuri nods. Went down memory lane, I guess. Both literally and figuratively. We went to the park where we first met. Talked about life, I guess. I'm glad I got to apologize to her, though. That guilt has been hanging over me for some time.
I assume she was rather forgiving?
Oh yeah, of course. Told me not to worry about abandoning her, and that's a given that I'd spend more time with you. She was happy that I'm back in her life, and she gets to see me in school and stuff. Hearing her words helped, but I don't know, I still feel a little guilty.
That's completely normal, Arcapi. The most important thing to remember is that she doesn't hold anything against you, and that you two are still good friends. There's plenty of time to be able to spend...
Wait, whoa, I fucked up.
There's plenty of time to be able to spend...
Okay, maybe it's not me. There's plenty of time to be able to spend time with her again. I don't know, that doesn't hit me right.
After all, you both enjoyed each other's company, did you not?
Yeah, we did. Even though our friendship isn't exactly the same as how it used to be, we were still able to get along like nothing had really happened. I almost said unhappened. I should be put in a camp and just abandoned. The playful teasing, the shared nostalgia.
She really makes you happy, doesn't she?
I nod. I don't think I'll ever meet anyone with such a strong, carefree, bubbly persona.
You always do look exuberant around her.
Eh? Do I?
Yes, you do. Perhaps it's buried in your subconscious.
Well, I guess I do have fun hanging out with her. It's nice to be around someone who doesn't take things seriously. Like, I can just chill with her and joke about random stuff. She's gotten really good at being able to cheer me up, too.
I see.
I don't like where this is going. I'm getting some really bad vibes here. I mean, how can someone who's always smiling not cheer you up? It probably activates mirror neurons or something. The way Sayori's laugh can be so infectious. You get what I mean? Yeah. Okay, the music suddenly stopped. This is not good. Where is this sudden dramatic tension coming from? Yuri, is everything okay? You seem kinda off. If this is the bad ending, I'm gonna be torn for weeks. No more Copy Sue videos. Everyone applauds like, oh yeah, no more of this shit. No, but I'll be very sad.
Markapi, you're usually quite in tune with others' feelings, but sometimes you can be extremely dense.
Jeez, I never claimed that I could read people's minds. Anyway, what's with this sudden change in tone? I thought we were having a great time cooking.
You always grin so broadly when you're with Sayori.
Is she even listening to me? Like I said before, if I do, I don't notice it.
Well, even if you don't notice yourself, other people can. If you contrast it with how you act around me, there's a marked difference.
A marked difference? Well, off the top of my head, I kiss and cuddle with you. That's something I shouldn't be doing with other people, right? I reach out to pull Yuri into a hug, but she shies away from me. Yuri.
You don't know what I'm talking about, do you? I suppose it's so ingrained in you that you wouldn't notice unless I outright said it.
If I'm supposedly this dense, feel free to enlighten me on the matter. I know that I shouldn't be getting sarcastic with her, but I can't help feeling more and more irritated as this conversation continues.
You always look your happiest when you're with Sayori. Even when you just talk about her or think about your past with her.
Well, I don't know about happiest, but she's my childhood friend. It's natural to feel happy when I think about someone I've known for years and years, isn't it?
It's just as I suspected.
Huh?
She makes you happier than I do, doesn't she?
What? My mind is spinning. How do we go from making food together and sharing kisses to this? Yuri, we spoke about this. Where's this coming from? She doesn't reply, instead opting to fiddle with her sleeves. Come on, Yuri, talk to me.
If we spoke about this before, then why don't you understand why I'm upset?
Just because you know why you're upset doesn't mean that I know. Can't you just tell me what's wrong?
I don't understand how you can analyze books so extensively, but remain blind when it comes to things like this.
I really don't want to play the blame game, but... Look, I think I get that you might be feeling jealous. I mean, you just explicitly compared yourself to her. But I don't get why you're suddenly this upset when we've been having such a nice time.
You realize that you were talking at length about how you feel about Sayori. And on our Race Redacted date night, no less.
I probably shouldn't. Probably should have just stuck with the dialogue there. You started the conversation about her, though.
I was admittedly curious about what you did with her in the beginning, but I didn't mean for it to spawn an entire conversation about how you felt towards Sayori. After a while, I was only engaging in the conversation with you to be polite. I didn't want to just ignore what you said about her. I suppose it was too much to expect you to be more tactful about it.
Again, I'm not a mind reader. How am I supposed to know when you're upset and when you rarely explicitly express it? Why can't you just tell me things?
I'm guessing that you don't have these kinds of arguments with Sayori.
Of course not, because I'm not dating her. Are you sure this is just about jealousy? I thought that you said you weren't jealous of my hanging out with Sayori before. Didn't you say that you were only jealous of her personality and our close relationship itself?
Yes, I did.
Then, is there something more that you're upset about? If you have a problem, just tell me. Stop beating around the bush, or I'll never get what you want to say.
Do you know how difficult it is for me to tell people how I'm feeling? I've spent the past decade or so of my life suppressing my outwardly shown emotions.
But you can try, can't you?
This is me trying, Markapi. I just communicate more subtly.
Okay, how about you try communicating unsubtly then?
You don't get it. The difficulty I have when speaking about these things. It's almost as if there's something physically blocking my throat.
That's just your own thoughts in your head making you feel that way though, right? Just get over that. This is probably not the best thing to do if someone has a problem that they just said. Just get it over. Just get it over with and blurt out your inner thoughts. Yeah, just get it over with and blurt out your inner thoughts, like ripping off a band-aid. I know you can do it, Yuri.
With all due respect, Markapi, I didn't even tell you about my self-harm of my own accord. It was purely by accident that you found out.
Well, fellas, I don't think we're getting pegged this episode. I thought I was following the trend. Valentine's Day, we plow Yuri, and then we get pegged on this day. I don't think that's gonna happen, so I apologize for getting your hopes up about us being pegged. Maybe future episodes, or maybe this is the bad ending and it's all over. Anyway, I need a water break. Fantastic. Let's continue with the degradation of our relationship with Yuri. Even so, it felt better after you talked to me about it, right?
Yes, but...
So just tell me what's bothering you. I can't help you if I don't know what's going on. She doesn't reply. The sudden strained silence feels more uncomfortable by the second. Yuri. I sigh inwardly. I hate apologizing for things that aren't my fault. I'm sorry, okay? I know how you feel, so...
No, you don't. How can you possibly know what this feels like, Markapi? Do you constantly consider yourself an embarrassment? Do you know how it feels to have people feel nothing but pity towards you? To have people see you as a freak?
Well, no, but...
That's precisely my point.
All right. Geez, I get it. Just because I don't have those specific problems, it doesn't mean I don't have my own ones to deal with, you know? Everyone around us has their own demons, so stop acting like it's only you. Oh man, it's the end. I haven't given up hope, but I'm preparing for the worst. I wince as soon as the words leave my mouth. They sounded a lot less harsh in my head. The look of deep hurt on Yuri's face prompts me to quickly try and undo the damage that's been unleashed. I rarely rub my forehead with my hands. I rarely rub my foreskin with my hands. No, our foreskin was taken from us at birth, unfortunately. It's just really frustrating being told that my problems don't matter, you know?
That's not what I said.
Like, how would you feel if I did this stuff? Refused to talk to you about any negativity I was feeling towards you and, well, cut myself.
I'd feel like I deserve it.
What? Did she really just say that? I expected her to get angry and lash out, not provide such a self-deprecating remark. Deserve?
Let's be honest, Markapi. I'm an awful girlfriend.
I have to force myself not to roll my eyes or sigh in exasperation. Yuri seizes on my silence and carries on with her deprecative tirade.
I hide things from you. You're always doing nice things for me. What thoughtful things have I done for you, Markapi?
She doesn't even let me answer as she forcefully carries on.
You organized a lovely day out for Valentine's, and I couldn't even return the favor for Race Redacted Day. Here we are, acting like it's just any other day, all because I couldn't even organize something romantic for us. It's another pathetic trait of mine that I'll never be able to shake, no matter how much I will it away.
Her breathing is growing faster and faster, and her tone is becoming more and more venomous. The feeling of being able to reach her while she stands in front of me is unbelievably demoralizing.
I'm trying to be the perfect girlfriend for you. I really am. I thought by making...
Sorry. I thought about a funny joke earlier, and that's the only reason I'm laughing, not because I laugh at the word making love.
I thought that by making love to you, that would help. After all, it seems like that's the only thing I can provide you.
Sorry. Oh my god. I'm going to die. Call someone. Call someone on this pre-recorded video. Preferably the police. JK. No, I'm fine. After all, oh god. Now I'm switching voices. This is not good.
After all, it seems like that's the only thing I can provide you.
Wait, as I take a drink. That's actually really cool. If I died, and this was like the recording, how'd it go? Well, he was trying to read a girl's voice on this visual novel, and he just died instantly. No oxygen was reaching his body. Just fucking croaked. That's how I want to go. Anyway, back to the video. Wait, says Markapi. What? Back up a second there, Yuri. What the fuck? Why the fuck does this happen? I specifically turned all my Wi-Fi enabled devices off. All notifications are turned off. How is this happening? Why is this happening? I'm going to write to my local authorities. This is a very emotional time, and I'm getting notifications that are blocking my game. What the heck? Sorry I had to get so vulgar there, but gosh darn, I'm frustrated. Back to the story. Back up a second there. Yuri, what exactly do you mean by that? Please don't tell me that you felt like you had to have sex with me. Yeah, we're definitely not getting pegged this episode. She doesn't even need to nod or say yes. The silence is just as damning in confirming my fear.
I thought it was what I had to do.
You said you wanted to.
I wanted to please you.
I run my hands through my face. It feels like everything that was going so well mere moments ago is suddenly being flipped on its head. No. Yuri, you don't have to be perfect. Why didn't you just say something? If you weren't comfortable, that's all you had to say. But of course, it isn't that easy for her, is it?
I'm sorry. I know I should have said something.
I don't know what to say. My mind is still trying to process what I'm hearing. Things really haven't... Why they have a second really there? Things really haven't really been going as well as I thought they were. My immersion ruined. With my face in my hands, I hear Yuri get up and walk away from me. Wait, where are you going?
I need the bathroom.
Okay, those are not the eyes of someone who needs the bathroom for excreting fecal matter or urine from their body. That is the pupils of someone who needs to self-harm. 100% we're not getting pegged this episode, and I'm very disappointed. Instantly, my mind flashes back to the last time I saw her in the bathroom. The razor, the gasp of pain, the vicious, jagged cuts on her forearms. The very arm that she's clutching right now. Yuri, don't.
I can't help it.
She fast as fuck, boy. Yuri runs from the room, already starting to push up her sleeves. In a panic, I follow her. Even just from the glimpses I catch from behind her, I'm afforded a sight I wish I didn't have to see. A crisscross of gashes, each in a different state of healing. Although most look scabbed over, a few smaller ones look a little more fresh, as I just make out little specks of blood leaking from the wound. It's heartbreaking to see. I grab her shoulder when I catch up to her and stop her in her tracks. To my surprise, however, Yuri begins scratching at her wrist, an action which catches me off guard as I was expecting her to pull out a blade of some sort. This is the first time I've actually seen her in the act, and it's a sight like nothing I've ever seen before. She positively rips and tears at her arm, raking her nails down her skin and leaving angry red streaks in their wake. Dark red dots of blood spot her scratch marks. The raw, visceral nature of her desperate scratching frightens me. It's almost as though she's just trying to destroy all the progress she's put into healing just to leave ugly reminders of her flaws behind. Ugly. This is the first time I've associated that word with Yuri. But no amount of bleeding that her scars are beautiful would change the fact that they're frankly the opposite. I'm struck by a pang of guilt at the thought. Should I be thinking about self-harm like this? But I shouldn't act like I'm blind to the scars, right? Either way, that's all irrelevant at the moment. I've got to concentrate on Yuri. Gosh darn, that was a descriptive description. Am I right, guys? What are you doing? She doesn't reply, instead opting to tear away scabs with her fingernails. I'm feeling uncomfortable right now. Yuri! What are you doing?
What do you think I'm doing?
Yeah, she doesn't need to use the bathroom for this. This is not epic. This is not wholesome. I'm having a good time because the story's intriguing, but I'm uncomfortable. Gosh darn. There's a sharp biting edge to her tone.
Did you think cutting was the only way you could self-harm?
Yeah. Yuri, please. Please, just stop. In desperation, I reach out to grab her arm. However, she quickly wrenches it out of my grip and jumps aside. I think, is this going to be the bad ending? Damn it. I'm so upset if this is the bad ending. God damn. Fuck. Her scratching continues more furiously than ever. All of my instincts are screaming at me to intervene, but every time I step towards her, she shies away. As the scratching carries on, the expression on her face slowly grows more relaxed. It's awful knowing that the only thing causing her to relax is the pain she's inflicting onto herself. Eventually, the scratching comes to an end. The slow trickle of blood down her wrist matches the slow trickle of tears down her face. My brain is trying to process that I've just witnessed Yuri self-harming. Man, this is not how I expected episode 40 to go. Gosh darn. Needless to say, it's not doing a very good job. Silence falls between us. What am I even meant to say?
I told you I was a freak.
We have to get you some help for this, Yuri. This really can't carry on. Yuri snorts at my statement. What?
Do you think I don't know that it's bad?
If you know it, then why do you keep doing this? Is this going to happen every time we have an argument?
I can't
help but feel anger as those two words resound through my head. Why not? How would you even know? You haven't even tried. Oh man, why are we saying these things? Gosh darn. Stop cutting yourself. What the fuck? Come on, why are we saying this? This could have been avoided if you just...
If I just what, Markapi? Therapy isn't just some magical fairy tale fix. I've already told you that it's just not that easy for me, yet you seem to continually forget that in your self-righteous lectures.
Lectures? Really? That's what you think these are? I mean, how would you like it if I cut and scratched myself bloody? How would you like it if I turned my arms into an ugly mess? Silence. I didn't even realize I was breathing heavily until now. And worst of all, the distressed look on Yuri's face tells me that for the first time tonight, I might have just crossed the line. Man, we could have used Mom walking in like 30 minutes ago. Gosh darn. Wordlessly, she quickly yanks her sleeves down and pushes past me. With heartbreaking realization, I quickly see that fresh tears are now leaking down her face once more. Yuri. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. I was just... Oh gosh, dude. Oh man. I don't know if we should keep going because I don't know how much is left. If I knew, like if they had a timer, like, hey, like 10 minutes left. Because I feel like, I don't know, like what if Yuri just like kills us and then herself or something? I feel like that's the bad end. But I don't know. I'm not a writer. I desperately reach out for her once again, but she whirls around at my touch, wearing an expression that honestly terrifies me.
I don't want to hear it.
Her expression, the line, the delivery, the tone. Out of reflex, I shrink back. She storms out of the corridor. Distantly, I can hear her making her way out of my house. The slam of the door makes me wince. And so, I'm left standing here, still trying to figure out what just happened. I slowly make my way back to the kitchen, bits and pieces of our arguments flashing through my mind. The food's still on the table. If you'd just walked into the house, you'd have never suspected that such a scene had taken place just moments before. What looked like warm, delicious food before now appears slimy and cold to me. As I slump down in a chair, I can't help but worry about what Yuri's going to do when she gets back home. I should have gone after her. I should have done anything but let her go. Well, I say that, but in reality, I know that I couldn't have done much. What was I supposed to do? Imprison her in my house? Physically restrain her until her impulses abated? If I had done that, I don't know if she would ever forgive me. I don't want to out her to anyone else without her permission, so I don't think I should tell our friends or my mom. Would calling the police be an overreaction? If she were contemplating suicide, I would call, but didn't she say long ago that she specifically wasn't suicidal? Shouldn't I trust her words and leave her be? We just established that she doesn't necessarily tell me everything, though. That doesn't mean she'd lie to me, though, right? With a sudden rush of adrenaline, I whip out my phone and call Yuri. Now that gave me a fear boner. Please pick up. The dial tone seems to mock me as it endlessly rings. No answer. Shoot. I try again, and again, and again, but there's still no answer. Feeling a pit of despair settling in my stomach, I opt to leave a pleading voicemail in the end. Well, it was foolish to expect a reply, wasn't it? Unable to bear the sight of our race-redacted day dinner any longer, I stumble into the living room and slump down onto the sofa. What is that supposed to be? This, like the eyes are blurred out. This looks like some sort of Japanese adult video. Although I know full well that it's a pointless endeavor, I still reach for the TV remote and flick the television on, desperate for something to try and take my mind off tonight's events. I can almost sense the restless night coming up. Gosh darn it. Just when I thought life was getting good. I really went and jinxed it, didn't I? I just hope Yuri and I can talk things over soon. Yay, happy transition. Yeah, jump, yeah. It's a new day. Let's go. Yay. Oh man. Another day. And another day will be covered in another video. This is very long. This is a long game. My goodness. Gosh darn it. Man, that was a heavy episode. I wonder what's going to happen next time. You know, maybe we won't get the bad ending. Because if it ended, abruptly there, that would have been the bad ending. So this gives me hope that we will actually be having a good ending. So that's pretty epic. Anyway, that's going to do it for me. Do me 4 favors. Like, comment, subscribe, and as always, help me find a girlfriend. And bye-bye.